Hi, and welcome to my explanation of an error in Back to the Future that no one talks about. Okay, so in 1985, we have Doc and Marty. I'm going to be skipping over a whole lot of facts here, so bear with me. Um, I'm just concentrating on certain specific facts. You got Doc and Marty. Doc gets shot. Marty jumps in DeLorean unwillingly, travels to 1955. He meets up with 1955 Doc, and 1955 Doc helps him get the DeLorean back up and running and gets him back to 1985. This Doc travels travels to the future. He retrofits the DeLorean and then travels back. Who knows what else he did in 2015 or other times, because he doesn't quite cover all that. He tells Marty that there's a problem in the future, need your help, blah blah blah. So they travel to 2015 and with Jennifer and all that kind of stuff. They fix the problems. At least they think that they fixed the problems. They don't 100% know. They may have made things worse. But they do all that. So then they decide, hey, we're done here. But before they're officially done there, they have to go get Jennifer and all that kind of stuff, because she was delivered to her house by the police and all that kind of stuff. So Biff steals the time machine and travels to 1955. And then in 1955, Biff does all his stuff, and then travels back, drops off the DeLorean, and Doc and Marty have to go back to 1985. So they travel to an alternate 1985 and are utterly confused by Biff's casino and all that kind of stuff. So they figure out how Biff did it with the sports almanac and all that kind of stuff. So they have to travel back to 1955 to go and fix these problems. So they travel to 1955. This Doc and Marty are still there. They can't let anyone know, so they dress up in kind of disguises. I mean, not the best disguises ever. They take care of the sports almanac, all that kind of stuff. But before they can go back to their 1985, Doc is flying in the DeLorean. Marty's like, oh no. This Doc, the DeLorean is struck by lightning. He goes back to 1885 and here we go. So he decides that he's going to hide the DeLorean away in a cave so that future Marty in 1955 can have this Doc, because this Marty already took off back to 1985. So he gets this Doc to help him
re-retrofit
the DeLorean with a new circuit board and all that kind of stuff. So this Doc stays here. This Marty travels to 1885 to go and save Doc. dresses like an idiot. So here's where the error is that no one ever talks about. So in 1885, Marty tears the fuel line when running from the Indians. He hides in a cave, all that kind of stuff. There's two DeLoreans in this timeline. There's the one hiding in the cave and the one that is hiding in the barn. So they could, in theory, go unbury this DeLorean and take the fuel line out of this DeLorean. We're going to forget about people for the moment. They can take the fuel line out of this DeLorean, or not that DeLorean. That one doesn't have a fuel line. This DeLorean. And put it inside this DeLorean. And then travel to any time, anywhere, fix up the DeLorean, put in new fuel line, grab a second fuel line, bring it back, put this, make sure this one stays in the cave, put the new fuel line in that DeLorean. That way it keeps consistency to the timeline. That way other Docs and Martys can have the DeLorean. That's the easiest fix ever. They could have, instead of using the train or anything, they could have gotten new tires, redid the hover conversion, and problem solved. That's not even talking about the fact that there's a Marty and another Marty in 1985 after Marty does everything in 1885 and makes it to where his dad doesn't get hit by a car and all that kind of stuff, and he travels to a different 1985. But we're not going to even talk about it. But that's my explanation of this error in the timeline. I hope you guys can understand it. And I guess take it easy.